to arrange this. Thank you very much, Ned. Hey, another round of applause for Robert here for hosting a really great event. And to the organizers, Yaku, Naomi, our technician over here, Gavin, you guys have done an amazing job. This event has gone off without a hitch. Also, I want to say thanks to the other speakers that came up today. We had Caesar, who's sort of lowering the barrier to entry for project finance in Africa. Lorian, who's bringing Bitcoin to Africa. And we have Gavin, who's the most reputable member on Steem and has brought many of the people in this room to the platform. Saki and Jan, who are bringing venture finance to Africa and taught us so much about the state of things here in this continent as they are today. And Ricardo, who's bringing entertainment and new applications to the Steem blockchain. Everyone here today taught us something and is out there doing work. They're getting their hands dirty. And I pulled a quote from Warren Buffett, somewhat related to that. He said that games are won by the players who focus on the playing field, not by those who have their eyes on the scoreboard. And so to everyone out here who's determined and is doing work, you're the ones that are going to make things pay off for yourselves and for everyone, and are going to change things for the better. So thank you guys. Can we get a round of applause for the other speakers today? Last night I was at dinner, and we had some really interesting conversations, and we talked about all sorts of things going on in South Africa and in Africa, and it became very apparent to me that everyone at the table had a very high cognizance for the state of politics and the state of finance and in this area. And I said, I really feel like I'm speaking to such a really bright and engaged group of people. I don't know that I could pull together a room of this type of people if I was back in the States. And these guys said to me, it's because we're the people who have been studying the problems and have been trying to solve the problems. And when solutions arrive in front of us, it's very easy to recognize them. And that just lit me up. And I have been so impressed and so enthused by everyone's excitement for Steem and for just going to Steem it as bloggers, and then seeing the wallet function and seeing how we can translate that into a real tangible product for basic living for people around the world. It really resonates with me that you guys have so much enthusiasm. So thank you everyone in this room for all of your enthusiasm and for coming here today. So thank you guys. And I guess I'll just finish by asking if anyone had any questions left over or wanted to ask about the technology or anything like that. Does anyone have any questions?
What do the moving something regarding the Ned Scott baby?
Oh, the baby.
I've got one question. Can you change nappies?
I don't have that much experience with that. The blockchain grows up through that stage really quick, so you don't have to change so many nappies. They're born at like 3 years old, potty trained already.
Related to the nappies, we saw quite a lot of very beautiful people coming in, but there was no women. So maybe they were back on the nappies. One thing, and then that was my jokes question. Where are the women? Because they're nice people also.
I hear they're great.
Now, the other thing is, first of all, I would like to thank you personally for your smile. Because I think your smile and your heart is the biggest capital of the whole issue here. So, my thanks, whatever. You can clap very loud for the heart. And the last one one related to the heart is our currency, for example, the rand, has been blamed by the rating agencies. And these rating agencies are linked to mass media, mainstream media, propaganda, whatever you name, you give it. Now, how are you going to be making sure that a beautiful baby without nappies and walking already will be playing in the space of those rating agencies, because maybe we could also rate the rating agencies. So maybe, can you maybe think on Steem to do something like that, please?
So so we need rating agencies. Who's going to watch the watchdog? Sort of question, right? Okay. Yeah. So blockchain allows us all to be watchdogs. Everyone can audit everything that's going on down to a single line of code. But as far as what's going on in the real world, can we make things better? Can we have more rating agencies that rate rating agencies? Maybe. I'd love to see it. Yeah, but if we get on blockchain, then we don't have to worry about those rating agencies anyway, right? So, yeah. Cheers to that.
Thank you for that kind of answer.
Any other questions? Here's one in the back.
Do you plan on getting any other real world value connection to Steem? So what are the sort of the rollout plans where you see Steem going beyond Steemit for connecting value to Steem?
So the question is, how can we connect real world value to a platform like Steem? And you can do it through interfaces. You start with steemit.com, something like that, and then you need a service. And in the blockchain space, the service would be called a gateway or an on-ramp, and it's some sort of money exchanger that will trade you Steem or Steem dollars for whatever your fiat currency is or your commodity is. So you can trade me an ounce of gold and I'll give you a Steem dollar or something like that. And you can do that all through a website, So today that doesn't exist fully on Steemit. You can't show up with a credit card and buy Steem, but I'm working on a couple of things actually currently that would make that easier so that we can onboard more people. And once that happens, there's less friction for coming into the system. Currently, you need to have Bitcoin. You need to kind of be already sort of educated as to how the system works a little bit. So we need to lower the barrier to entry by making it easier to use the tools people already have. Any last questions? All right, everybody, make sure you get on Steemit and post about the event, post some pictures. Yeah, thank you all very much.